Hear about plans for the season. Tonight's show is brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Pizza Cottage, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, and Page One. Sit back and enjoy the show. The Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show live from the Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon.
All right, and a good Monday night to you here on WMVO. Tyler Mathias with you, and we appreciate you spending time with us as it is the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show live from Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon. And Tyler Mathias back here with you. I want to thank Curtis Newland, who filled in for the last couple of weeks on the program, and certainly appreciate Curtis doing that. And he is still here. He's just behind the camera because the guy is like a Swiss Army knife. You know, we can move him around, Ed, and it's great. Well, we appreciate those who are joining us here today, and, of course, want to thank Page One Group, Griffin Insurance, Knox County Veteran Services, and Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. As we're talking some football tonight, Loudonville and Danville will face off in Danville on Friday night. We got Ed Honnebarger with us here, Tyler Reeder, and Jacob Baker, right? All right, appreciate you guys joining us. You have this wonderful thing, Ed, where I meet somebody and then I forget their name right after, so I apologize ahead of time if that happens. So have you guys pick up your mics here, and we're going to talk some football here. Ed Honnebarger, and I always say that Ed and I've known Ed for a long time. I made it to Danville one time to have him sign a football for Dave Bevington this last year.
That.
Yep, and I forgot the pen and had to go all the way back, and then looked in the van and said, oh, it was there the whole time. So that was the wonderful thing. And, hey, at least I made it to Danville twice in one day. It's a record.
That is a record for you. You could have probably went to the dollar store and got a pen. Might have had one at school. Who knows?
I should just ask you for one. You want to just give me one right then?
Just eating up the radio station's gas.
Yep, I know.
You're doing.
Well, now that Curtis knows about that, that's going to be a doc. We appreciate you guys joining us here. Of course, Ed Honnebarger. Spent a long time at Danville. These two teams will face off on Friday night. But he's at Loudonville now, the Redbirds of Loudonville. Coach, I want to ask you a little bit, first of all, about going to Loudonville. You spent time at West Holmes for a couple of years. You were there, I think, when Sam Williams-Dixon was there for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And, and of course, he played at Loudonville, and then he played at with you guys at West Holmes. Then he went to Pick North, and now he's at Ohio State.
Yep.
But you're now here at Loudonville. I want to ask you, first off, why get back into head coaching? Why dive back into this? The timing and the place you went to here in Loudonville.
Well, I'm not getting any younger.
You aren't.
That's for sure.
I can tell it at the top, man.
I know. Well, old age from coaching kids all these years. But anyhow, just been 4 years since I've been a head coach, and I wanted to give it one more turn. And, you know, it was a good opportunity, I think, to go to Loudonville, who's always been a good football program, competitive program. And, you know, right next door, and I'm familiar with the K-Mac, obviously, from all my years at Danville, so it just seemed like, you know, the right fit.
All right. When you were getting into this, obviously, we've talked before, Rome wasn't built in one day. You're not going to be able to come in high school, and you don't have NIL deals.
Not yet. It's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I believe that is probably going to be true.
Like 37 states have it already.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah. Ohio's been holding out. If they want to do it right, they say, so we'll see how that goes.
It's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
You guys, if you're smart about this, get a free pizza a lot. You know what I mean? Get a hook in with your pizza couch here.
They're being seniors,
you guys are seniors?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe
your kids.
Yeah, maybe your kids can do that.
Kids down the road. There we go.
Appreciate you guys joining us. So, Coach, when you talked a little bit about going to Loudonville, when you look at this group going into the season, what do you see with this team? You obviously got some seniors that can help lead you a little bit, and you've got some young kids that are in there as well.
Yeah, we got 5 seniors. They all came with me tonight. They've done a nice job of leading the team, working hard, setting a good example of how you should work. And, you know, things haven't really went our way yet, but we're waiting for the right opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to learn how to make our own opportunities, and it's going to happen.
Yeah. It could happen this upcoming Friday night, your old stomping grounds in Danville, and it should be a lot of fun. We'll talk to the kids a little bit here, then we'll get back to talking more with Ed. Tyler Reeder, we appreciate you joining us. We already mentioned you're a senior. What position you play there for the
I play wide receiver and corner.
All right, cool. So now, when you went into the season, what were you kind of hoping? I mean, obviously we're halfway through the year and stuff, but what were you kind of hoping? Do you feel like you're reaching those goals right now, halfway mark?
I feel like we're all doing pretty decent with our personal leadership goals.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
going into the season, I was really looking forward to working with my fellow seniors and really helping the team
There you
in
go.
leadership.
I know there's some young guys on this team too, and I know Ed probably said, hey, we're going to need your leadership to help these kids, not here even just this year, but beyond as well, and learning how to play at the varsity level. Has that been kind of a thing of teaching some of these younger guys how to play at the varsity level?
Yeah, we do have a couple freshmen who've been playing, and I've been trying to help them.
Again, Jacob Baker with us here at the end. He's also a senior, of course, as well. What were some of the things that maybe you were looking forward to going into this year, Jacob, as talk about Ed being first-year coach here and some of the things maybe he mentioned that he wanted to see you do going into this year?
I mean, definitely going out with our boys for the last time and one last hurrah. Definitely not the way we wanted it to go so far, but hoping to turn it around definitely and get going, rolling, and just win out the rest of the season.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it. Got the opportunity to come. What position you play there, Jacob?
I play guard and defensive end.
All right, so you play both offense and defense.
Yes.
Huh? There you go,
Yeah.
getting after it. Well, Coach, as you look at trying to build a program and you get these seniors who, they're going to be graduating after this year, but they can set a foundation here even this year as early as right now to what you have. How important have you preached to these kids that how important this season is for them to set that foundation going forward for the Redbirds?
I think I've really just, want them to try to stress lead by example.
Yeah, sure.
Not everybody is a verbal leader.
Yeah.
Some are just, quiet, hard workers.
Yeah.
And I think we've got a good mix of both with this senior group. And, that's the biggest thing is, the younger kids are going to look for them for leadership and make sure it's the right leadership. There's always a fine line between a good leader and somebody that might be overbearing.
Yeah.
And, come off the wrong way.
Yeah.
And it's hard for 16, 17, 18-year-old kids to do and find that happy medium. Some people think it's by yelling they're leading, and it's really, it's like I said, there's a lot of gray in there, and whatever they can find, and it takes something special to be a true leader.
Yeah. Let's talk about this Redbirds team a little bit offensively and defensively. You run the wing T?
No.
I had to ask you.
The old days, 20 years ago we were running that. But no, we still do some wing T principle type things, with our running game, things like that. But we're a multi-formation spread, just about like everybody else in the world. We want to take advantage of what the other team has given us, whether it's passing attack, running attack, different sections of the field. We just want to try to expose, like I said, what they're going to give us and go from there.
Yep. As we look at so far this season, you talk about it, the fact that a little bit with the youth on the field, there's going to be those moments where you struggle with turnovers and things. I know that's what happened kind of in the Centerburg game the other night.
Yep.
Struggling with some turnovers earlier. You dig a hole, and then it's kind of hard to get out of, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely hard. If you have a couple turnovers right off the bat like we did, next thing we blinked and it was 21-0.
Yeah.
So things snowball, and when they snowball bad, it's a lot quicker than it is when they snowball good. It seems like. So that's just one of those games every coach has been through it on both sides. You know what I mean? Whether it's on the bad side or the good side. So you just have to go from there and keep playing hard and try to get things straightened out the best you can.
Tyler, as you look back at that game against Centerburg, what are maybe some of the things that Coach said, hey, we need to work on other than getting a faster start and things? What are some of the things he preached about after that ball game last week?
He preached a lot about just fixing the little things, the little mistakes, and refining those little errors.
Yeah, and those little things lead to the big things too, right?
Yeah.
And Jacob, what are maybe some of the things you took away from that game against Centerburg that you guys want to work on as you go into this game against Danville?
Definitely the little things. I mean, we've had a problem where we just snowball, and then we have to turn it around. But the little things, once we fix those, it'll lead to some good success. So, yeah.
Took on the Centerburg Trojans last week. Let me tell you something, though, Ed. I had this great, when I was a bachelor, I had this great mural of, bobbleheads and stuff.
Yeah.
I got married, and in that mural was my diploma. And my wife said, you need to put that in the basement. So I was going to bring it tonight for you because I know you said that I don't have it, but it was in the basement.
I was saying that's pretty sketchy when you were talking Friday night. I wasn't quite sure.
It's in the basement somewhere. I just can't seem to find it. As you look about now at the halfway point, it's kind of that point where we talk about so often that, there are young kids playing and everything. Now, though, you you've gotten that experience under the Friday Night Lights, and you've got that opportunity of playing. I wouldn't say the excuse is gone because every team runs different offenses and things like that, but this is a time to kind of refine your skills a little bit and be able to somewhat turn that corner right here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, there's kids that are first-year starters. You know, you're a veteran now. You know, if you were a freshman or sophomore starting, you're a grade older now. You know, you're not a freshman anymore. You've started and played in 5 varsity games. And you need to start performing like it. You know, and playing like a seasoned veteran a little bit more than you were when you were a deer in headlights. You know, in the first game possibly.
Tyler, as you look here, we're at the halfway point. What do you want to accomplish here in the second half? What are the things that you're saying, okay, we're 0-5 right now. We can turn it around. We have an opportunity to start on Friday night, turn this thing around. What are some of the things you want to accomplish in that second half?
I just want to improve on the little things, and I want to play good football with my buddies on the football field.
There you go. You get to play with your buddies and have some fun. Let's do it. And win some football games while you're at it. It's always a great time. Jacob, what are some of the things you want to accomplish in the second half of the year?
I think we should go out there and play pretty freely. I feel like right now we're kind of tensed up, and that's kind of what's making those little mistakes. And I think that if we play freely and we can go out there and we can kick some butt and win
there we go.
So,
kick some butt.
Yeah.
Coach, I know we're gonna have a few other kids up here as well with us, but Tyler Reeder and Jacob Baker, what have they meant to this program here in just a short time that you've known these young men? What have they meant to this season and the future of Loudonville football?
I just think they've led by example, and they're hard workers. And you know that obviously translates, I think, to the younger kids that they've set. You know, all these 5 seniors I brought with me have done a great example of doing that.
Tyler, what is maybe Ed, Coach Hannebarger? I say Ed, I've just known him for so long. That's here, right. But Coach Hannebarger,
don't call me late for pizza.
Yes. What has Coach meant to you and your growth as a football player and as a young man too?
Well, I was excited when he came into Loudonville and as our new head coach, and he's just given me an opportunity to play football.
All right, and always that when you have an opportunity, you can do some great things as well. And Jacob, what has Coach meant here in your final year, his first year for the Loudonville Redbirds, and for you as well?
It has meant a lot. I mean, he's definitely turning the program around. They should definitely keep it going after this season and keep improving as they move on. It's going to be a good program here in a little.
All right, there you go. They want to keep you around, Ed.
That's good. That's good.
We appreciate Tyler and Jacob joining us, Ed. I'm going to keep you up here. We're going to talk with the other young men as well. Of course, we want to thank our great sponsors, Page One Group. They may do the mugs here. I was going to have you model one if you want to. You want to model one? You think you can do that? I don't know. That'll work. Page One Group, Griffin Insurance, Knox County Veteran Services, Coverage Electric Republic Construction, and, of course, Pizza Cottage here. And we're having a great time tonight at Pizza Cottage, and you can still come on down, check out the show, and have some fun. WMVO Facebook, live streaming, and WMVO as well on the radio. Let's take this break. We'll come back, and more of the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show is coming up on WMVO.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products is how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 or visit us at 10 East Vine Street.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
We are back here. Ed is asking for bumper music, and so we'll see if we can get that back. You know, we did have that before. Then Curtis said, "Oh, what? You need bumper music to come back? You can see it on your screen." Well, so I was like, "What?"
Like when I'm waiting on because you don't have my hotline ready yet, that you should have some better music.
Yeah, well, I told Curtis so we can. Hey, listen, I can get on there.
Some '80s stuff.
Yeah, I can get on there and start singing if you want me to. You know, Ed's been calling the show for a long time. He texts me. He says, "What's the number here? Are you kidding me?"
I have it. I still haven't heard Dave Bevington's name.
Yeah, he
right
says
number.
Dave Bevington. I said, "You're calling Dave Bevington right now?"
I'm not calling. Yeah, I'm
done
not,
the show for a while.
Dave, it's the radio station. It's the same number, but whatever reason, it answers the same too.
Yeah.
The WMVO hotline.
Yeah. That was great. All right. Appreciate Ed joining us here. Got three more seniors with us here. Dylan Wade, Caleb Baker, and Xavier Gage, right? Did I get them all right? Yeah. Again, this is something I mess up frequently. Coach, we mentioned about setting a foundation. You don't have a huge group of seniors, but sometimes quality over quantity can be even better than the quantity with something like this. And it seemed like you got some really quality seniors on this.
Yeah, they're five good kids. And you're exactly right. You know, you can have, and I've been in situations before too, you can have a lot of seniors, but not a great leadership.
Yeah.
And, you know, these guys have done everything we've asked of them and more. So we're proud of them.
So we've got Dylan Wade, is that right? Dylan, what position you play?
Quarterback and free safety.
That's what I thought when I looked at the stats, which I have on my phone, which is not here with me right now, so I can't look up stats. So that's cool that I put it in my pocket and can't look at it. But Dylan, as a quarterback of this team, what was Coach maybe mentioning to you offensively? Was he like, "Hey, we want to run the wing tee, but I'm not going to make you do that"? No. What were some of the things that he said to you in terms of how he wanted this offense to be run and some of the things he expected from you at the quarterback position?
Really, just getting out to the receivers quickly and letting them be athletes.
Yeah.
Kind of letting them do their thing, and when time comes, I have to do my part as well.
Yeah.
You know, so just do my 1/11th and let them do theirs.
All right. I know he was really pushing for the wing tee, but you said, "No, we're not doing it."
I mean,
it's good offense.
It is. It's a great offense.
It's a great offense.
For a lot of yards.
Yeah.
All those guys that ran the wing tee is going to start blowing up my phone.
Yeah.
You keep on talking about it.
Dylan, when we look at, getting the ball out fast and different things, is it a situation where, like when we talk about Will Howard at Ohio State, one of the things he says he wants to be a facilitator. Is that something you're just looking to do is say, hey, I just want to be a facilitator, get us down the field and score some points here offensively?
Yeah, absolutely. That's always my goal is to get a good drive going, and find the athletes quick and, really just get it in their hands.
Yeah. Now, you're the first person that we've likened to Will Howard the entire season, so you should feel very honored.
Awesome. I'll take that.
Caleb Baker as well. Caleb, you're a senior, obviously. What position do you play?
I'm the center.
You're the starting center.
Yep.
You got to snap the ball.
Yep.
You guys playing out of the shotgun a lot, Caleb?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so you got an important spot there.
Yep.
When Coach was talking to you about your responsibility going into the year as a center, obviously – you have a lot of responsibility at that position.
Yep.
What were some of the things that Ed really emphasized to you going into this season?
Making sure I do my 1/11th up front, being the leader on the offensive line because that's where I start. Making sure I get snaps and making sure everything goes around well.
Yeah, you go out there and you have to you do the pointing thing. I mean, I didn't play football, so you know what I mean. Do you do the pointing thing? Hey, they're blitzing here. You're the one who calls that out?
Yeah, he's in the middle of everything. So
Yeah.
he sees it probably better than some of the other guys.
Yeah. He's got it.
He's definitely got to communicate with it.
What were some of the things you wanted to accomplish this year, Caleb, as you went into this season, first year with Ed here?
I wanted to be a good leader, like show my team and like especially the young guys on like how to act. Obviously win football games. Like that was a big one for me.
Yeah, and you guys still have an opportunity. 5 games ahead here coming up. Xavier Gage is on the end there. They're going to pass the mic over to you. What position you play for the Redbirds?
Left tackle.
Left tackle. So you got some offensive linemen up here today.
I knew to bring with me.
Yeah, hiding you're protecting that blind side over there. I appreciate you joining us, Xavier. Again, we talk about the offensive line. You know, Brian Gaston and I have talked about it so much. My co-host on Sports Roundtable, and it's you don't have an offensive line. It's much like if you don't have a good bullpen in baseball, forget about it. If you don't have a good offensive line, forget about it. You're in trouble. So what were some of the things that maybe Ed talked about in your role here for this year as you went into your senior year?
Doing my 111th.
Yeah,
getting the job done wherever it's needed, whether it's pulling or setting a screen, just getting it done, getting my block.
Coach, you look at these 3 here and other 2 that have with us as well. Here we are at 5 games in. There are obviously things you want to improve upon. Every coach would say the same thing. There's some things that go well as well. So what are some of the things that you like about what your team has done so far, especially these seniors, and some of the things you say, hey, we got to improve upon here in the last 5 games of the year?
Well, I think we probably beat this horse a little bit, about you can hear him. We just got to fix little things. Little things add to big things, and we just got to get better at not let things snowball when things go bad, because they're going to go bad at sports. It's high school sports with teenagers. So they're going to screw up. You just got to move on from it. You can't dwell on it. You got to move to the next play. Be ready to go.
You ever just sit during a game and you're like, maybe I should have run the wing tee?
No. I might think that all the time. I don't know. You always second guess yourself. Hey, we should have ran this play or that play if a play doesn't work. So
I've watched the wing tee for a lot of years, and I will tell you right now that you don't know who has the football usually until you're getting up.
No, if you got
Curtis loves calling it.
Yeah.
Especially when you guys wear those, we wore them white on white jerseys, and it was a horrible time.
Gray jerseys sometimes too, because kids start sweating, you can't read the numbers. That's always good.
It's great. We have a lot of fun with that. Dylan, as you look forward to the Danville game and things, what are some of the things that maybe stand out with the Danville Blue Devils? I know it's only Monday, so you still got some days to look at film and different things like that. But what are some of the things that stand out against the Blue Devils?
Well, been playing them for this is going my 4th year, and I know we got to match their physicality. That's a big one. We always do, and so that's really what I want to focus on is on defense and offense. Just really matching their physicality and stopping what they want to do.
You play defense too?
Yes, sir. Yep.
What position you play?
Safety.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Something like that. You don't want to get him hurt too. Play him a linebacker.
Well, I've done that before too.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Back in 2001, I had a quarterback linebacker who was the conference player of the year.
Oh, well, there you go. Don't look out, Dylan. You might end up at linebacker.
That's back when everybody still played in the phone booth. You're just gear jamming each other. It wasn't with all the spread offenses there is today.
Yeah. Dylan, as you look throughout the remainder of the year, what are some of the things that you're looking forward to in these last 5 games?
Just making it a memorable year with all the boys. Hopefully getting a couple wins under our belts. That'd be awesome. I think that's what all of our goal is, and our eyes are still on that prize. So I think it's definitely a doable thing, and just really making the most of the last games that I got.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you got 5 games left, and hey, listen, 16 teams make the playoffs. Now, back in your day, there's probably like 2 when you first started.
I'm sold they didn't have playoffs.
Oh, that's probably what happened.
And the football looked like a watermelon. Didn't even have face masks. You can tell.
Well, Caleb, as you look at some of the things, and I think Dylan makes a good point of just being memorable in these last 5 games. Is that kind of what stands out in some of the things that you want to accomplish in these last 5 games?
Yeah, this is our last ride. Let's make it a good one.
Yeah. Any games that you're circling, anything like that? You're like, hey, we really want to make sure to win this ball game. You're going to win it Friday for Ed? Used to be at Danville.
Yeah, like obviously, like we want to win every game we have.
Yeah.
Like that's always the goal, but.
Yeah. Xavier, what are some of the things maybe that you want to accomplish here in these last second half of the year, and some of the things that you want to maybe do personally, but also team-wise?
Set a foundation for our group of freshmen for the upcoming years.
Yeah.
I don't know, just get my job done and hopefully get a few W's.
Do that 111. Is that your motto? When did you come up with that one? Did you
know,
Google that one?
No, I've been saying that for years.
Okay,
I don't know.
that's fine. I just wanted to
Maybe Google copied off me. I don't know.
I gotta tease you.
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna have you up here with Matt coming up on the program in the latter part too. But going to Danville is gonna mean quite a bit for you. I mean, you spent a long time there. And,
I did.
And it was a great time. I remember I was up in Tiffin back in number of years ago now, and Skylar Durbin texts me and he says, hey, we're gonna do this weight room dedication to Ed Hodebarger, and can you be there? And I was like, well, I'm up in Tiffin right now, I can't really come down there at the time. But when you think about what you had at Danville and what that meant all that time, what's it gonna be like going back on
It'll
Friday?
definitely be a little bit weird.
Yeah, it can be weird.
Because
On the other sideline.
you're going to know everybody on both sides.
Yeah,
you know, or at least before it probably only knew half the people.
Yeah.
So you'll know. It'll be different. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see after the game and see what it was like. I guess.
I already told Mr. Bozart over there that if I have to, come over to Danville, I'll just stay over at his house. It's a running joke here because I got lost once and ended up at his house.
You'll get lost at his corn maze then, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know.
They've got that up on the hill. Yeah.
Look, he just gave him a shout out. There you go.
Shameless plug.
Yeah, that's fine there. He's here, so that's cool. He got some food and stuff like that. Again, we appreciate Ed Hodebarger joining us and appreciate players spending some time with us to talk about some of the things happening with Loudonville football as the Redbirds and the Blue Devils will face off this Friday in Danville. And it's going to be a great time for these schools to play football and continue their season and maybe pick up a win on Friday night as well. I asked you about the other seniors, Coach. What are these three seniors meant to Loudonville football in your first year here?
I think same as I said before. You know what I mean? They've done a great job of leading the younger kids. They've shown great work ethic, showing up every day, no matter good day, bad day for them personally or for us as a team. They come to work and they're ready to go. And that's all you can ask for out of a teenage kid.
Yeah. Now, I asked you a little bit about the Centerburg game, and I know you mentioned, don't turn the ball over. Anything else stand out from that game that you guys want to work on going into this game?
Yeah, Friday? I mean, just fundamentals. We got to be better at the point of attack, both offensively and defensively. We can't make, mistakes, against good teams. And Danville obviously is a good team. We can't put the ball on the ground or throw interceptions or anything like that because good teams are going to capitalize on that. Yeah. So we got to eliminate turnovers, eliminate penalties, which we were pretty good in that last week when we had the 4 penalties. And then just finish drives. We've had problems finishing drives this year. We'll go 30 yards, 40 yards, and then sort of stall out. So we've got to finish drives.
Is it at least a positive that you're getting those yards, you're getting the chunk yards? It's just that finishing part.
Yeah, I mean, well, it just shows we have the capability of doing it. You know, if we didn't, we wouldn't get those chunk plays either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just got to finish things. We just got to keep chipping away at it.
There we go. Now, I got to finish this interview because he's getting hangry. So I got to let him get over and get some food.
You promised me a lot of pizza and a lot of Mountain Dew. I'm ready to collect.
All right. Ed, thank you so much for coming down. I always say Ed's been a guy that I really appreciated being a part of football here in Knox County and now a little bit beyond Knox County. And I always appreciate it. And, if Ed wasn't coaching, I'd probably be, doing a podcast with the radio station with him because, Curtis, think about that for the future.
There we go.
Retires. We're going to do a podcast together.
Hey, ratings will be through the roof.
Oh, they'll be tremendous.
Call it Wing T.
Yeah, we'll call it the Wing T.
Call it whatever you guys want.
My name starts with a T, so that's going to work out perfect. Write that one down, Curtis. All right.
Mental note right there, right?
Ed Hodebarger, head football coach of the Loudonville Redbirds, and we appreciate Tyler Reeder, Jacob Baker, Dylan Wade, Caleb Baker, and Xavier Gage. Are those brothers?
Yes,
the
they are.
Bakers? Okay.
They are.
I erased it on here, and I was like, oh, my gosh, there's 2 Bakers. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so now I know that. It took me the whole first half of the show to figure that out. Hey, appreciate you guys joining us here. Best of luck over at Danville on Friday night to the Loudonville Redbirds. Of course, we want to thank Page One Group. Ed already modeled the wonderful mug here. There, he's going to do it again. Yep. Fan of White style. Knox County Veteran Services, Griffin Insurance, Page One Group, and Coach Electric Plumbing and Construction. We appreciate them joining us. Take this break, come back, go talk to Danville Blue Devils. It's next here on WMVO.
Time and Temperature is brought to you by
Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon. Stop in and see us today.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products is how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 or visit us at 10 East Vine Street.
Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
Considerable cloudiness tonight. Occasional rain showers after midnight with a low of 61. High in the mid-70s for Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms with gusty wind, small hail possible. Low of 63. Scattered storms on Tuesday night. That's your forecast on 100.9 FM and streaming live online, WMVO.com. All right, we are back here at Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon, and we appreciate Loudonville being with us. And now we've got the Danville Blue Devils with us as well. And we appreciate Coach Matt Bloom with us, Landon Lyons and Blake Colopy. They were all just watching the My Little Pony there on the screen. And just got to tease them a little bit. But we appreciate them spending some time with us here. Coach, thank you for joining us. I know we got a chance to talk earlier this year. We'll get a chance now to catch up. We're at the halfway point of the season. And, we talked about before the year started that at Danville you don't, rebuild, you reload. And there are certain expectations, obviously, at Danville. And despite the fact that you lost a lot of guys last year, it's the next man up mentality. And so at the halfway point, where do you see your team? I mean, you're sitting at 3-2 right now, 1-1 in the KMAC, coming off a loss of arguably the best team in the KMAC in Northmore. I'm sure that you'd probably agree with that at this point. And you look at it at the halfway point, what do you assess your team as?
Yeah, I mean, you are what your record says.
Yeah.
So 3-2, I mean, 2 losses to where one we were really competitive in against Hopewell Loudon, and then one last week where it's disappointing that it turned out to be that type of game, but it is what it is, and you can't take it back. So we just got to move on and play week 6 through 10 now, and give it everything we have. So moving forward. I think all of our kids would agree we don't like where we're at right now. Mm-hmm. I think we can be better, and we need to be better, and we will be better. But we'll continue to grow, day by day, and do the little things right and continue to get better, and especially this week with Loudonville coming in. So, just taking one day at a time, maximizing the reps we're getting, and we'll get better that way.
All right. Well, Landon, I want to ask you a little bit about up to this point in the season, kind of assessing this year, and you're a senior, right?
Yes, sir.
Senior year. There you go. Last go of it here. What position you play?
I play guard.
All right. He told me that, but I already forgot because I have a very poor memory. As you look at this halfway point, what do you assess this team? Obviously, sitting at 3-2. Those 2 teams you played, though, that you lost against, very good football teams, as Matt was mentioning. What do you look at it with Danville here at the halfway point?
Just stuff we need to improve on, get back to our basics, stuff we do well, just got to keep improving on that and just do that. We've been good at a lot of things the last few years. We've just been struggling recently to do those things.
Yeah. For years and now, almost probably every single year that I've ever covered football, the offensive line at Danville has been a strength, and it still is a strength here with these guys. And, looking at it for the offensive line, I know Coach will look at it, and he'll probably say the same thing. It is very important, your guys' job up front at the offensive line. So tell us a little bit about your responsibility, some of the things that Coach mentioned to you about your importance to this team with the offensive line and getting that push for guys like Aiden and guys like Jacob as well.
A lot of our team, especially in the kind of offense we run, it just runs through the O-line. It's got to all start there. If you can't do your job on the O-line, nobody can do their job. And it's how it all starts with us. We want to win games, we got to be better. We got to make everybody around us better.
Yeah. You do that powerlifting meet? Do you do that? Are you part of that?
Yeah. We've done those.
Yeah, all right. I figured you on the offensive line, you might be a part of something like that. So, Blake, senior year for you as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what position do you play?
I play guard and weak side linebacker.
All right. So you've got playing on both sides of the line and things. And you look at this halfway point. What are some of the things that you want? You look and you say, hey, we're doing a good job of it. And some of the things you say, hey, at the halfway point, we've got to get better.
I think we're doing a good job on defense. Definitely stopping the run. I think we need to improve on our running game and improve on our passing game and just little things. Like Bloom said, just one person not doing their 111th, it's hurting us. If we fix that, I think we're great.
Now, I know I did say on the line on the defense. I do know that the linebacker's not on the line, but I don't want you to think I'm crazy
we're good.
or something like that. Blake, I've seen you in the box score quite a bit in these things that I've seen throughout the year. What has Coach maybe mentioned to you here at the halfway point, or some of the things he wants you to do in the second half of the season, and even before the season, some of the things he expected out of you as a senior?
Just play my game, give everything I got every play. On defense, read my guards, and on offense, get my blocks.
Yeah. Well, and the Danville Blue Devils right now sitting at 3-2 again, 1-1 in the KMAC. As you look back at that game against Northmore last week, it's a really good football team, and you've got a tough schedule. We talked about it before. The KMAC is unrelenting. It's very difficult every single week, and you can't really take any weeks off. You look at that game against Northmore, a lot of people said it was a premier matchup between these two teams, and for you guys, what stood out in that game, Coach, and some of the things you say, hey, we left here, maybe we did do a couple of good things, and there are some things that we can clean up going into this week.
No, they're a good team, and Hopewell Loudon is a good team, but those are the types of games we want to play in our program, and especially against Northmore, it starts with me. We just have to be better. We got to be able to perform better, and it starts at the top. So, I take responsibility for that, and we'll get better from here on out. But in those types of games, it really comes down to anywhere from 8 to 10 plays. And they made a lot of those plays, whether that's a jump ball or getting us out of position with a shift or a motion. They did a tremendous job. They deserve all the credit. They have some really good players. They have some really good coaching. and they made the plays and we didn't. So, to win football games, you got to be able to make plays, and we didn't make enough, and they did. So credit to them. And, moving forward, we got to do a better job of, like these guys said, doing our 111th and going and making the play instead of letting other teams do it against us. So.
Landon, what stood out to you in that Northmore game? Some of the things that you've maybe been working on. It's only Monday. You still got a few more days this week before you take on Loudonville at home on Friday night. But what are some of the things that you look at from that Northmore game that you want to improve upon this week?
We just got to be – I think a lot of it's we got to be more crisp. Like he said earlier, there'd be 10 guys that have a really good block and then one guy miss or one guy be out of position, and that'll kill you. And they really did. They hurt us on those. They hurt us on those passes when we couldn't get lined up correctly and stuff like that. Just we got to be more crisp. We got to be just mentally better.
Yeah. When you look at it, Blake, what are some of the things that stood out in that Northmore game as well for you?
Just cleaning everything up as well. That's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, if we clean stuff up, I think that's a different game, but it's in the past now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we talk about those little things turning into big things. We just talked about it there with Ed and Loudonville, and it just holds true for every team in the state. Those little things add up, and they become big things, don't they, Matt?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're not focusing on the little things, results like that can happen on a Friday night. So we got to do a better job getting back to the basics and fundamentals and shoring up some things, and we will. We have tough, resilient kids, and they don't like losing.
Yeah.
We had our lifting on Saturday morning. Not a single word was said.
Oh, really?
And kids attacked our workouts today with tremendous energy and effort, and they don't like to lose. And that's the type of culture you want to be in and the type of culture you want to have. And it's a credit to these seniors. They're kind of the ones that have, jump-started that. When I took over, they were sophomores, and they've learned how to win, and they want to win more than anything, So that's something that I appreciate and we'll continue to build off of as we continue going.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that the KMAC is difficult, but you've said earlier that how you like to play in those games where it's a tough ball game, and very well. I know we're going to have you and Ed come up here together at the end and things, but Ed has, despite the fact that Loudonville's 0-5, they're not going to come into Danville and roll over and die. They're going to come in, they're going to battle with you guys, and I'm sure you'll have your group ready on Friday.
Yeah, and I think that record's kind of deceiving. I think they've been in a couple of their games late, and, similar to us, we've had some turnovers or missed assignments, and, they just made some mistakes. And, he has a pretty young team, and that's what's going to happen when you have some young players playing, and that's okay. But, we're expecting a tough physical game where they're going to give us everything they have, and they should. I mean, Ed's a good coach, and he's going to get them ready to play. So, we got to be prepared.
All right. Again, Matt Bloom, Landon Lyons, and Blake Coffey, we appreciate them joining us. We're going to talk some more about this upcoming game this Friday and some more about the Danville Blue Devils against Loudonville this coming week. And then we're going to have Matt and Ed up here at the end. We're going to take this break. We'll come back. More of the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show coming up.
You buy Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon. Stop in and see us today.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products is how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 or visit us at 10 East Vine Street.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
Considerable cloudiness tonight. Occasional rain showers after midnight with a low of 61. High in the mid-70s for Tuesday. Showers and thunderstorms with gusty wind, small hail possible. Low of 63. Scattered storms on Tuesday night. That's your forecast on 100.9 FM and streaming live online, WMVO.com. All right, we are back here at Pizza Cottage on South Main Street in Mount Vernon, and we're glad to see a lot of different people. I see you guys, you went with like a buffalo chicken pizza or something? Barbecue chicken pizza. Looks pretty good.
It is.
Yeah, BLT pizza here. Now, I'm a big proponent of that, so
Okay.
I'm going to push it a little bit.
Okay.
Just to tell you. And if you can tell, I know what I'm talking about with food here. All right. Appreciate Matt joining us here. Landon Lyons and Blake Colby, we thank them for joining us here. Coach, sitting at 3-2, 1-1 in the K-MAC, and, obviously you played Northmore, so you're going to need some help probably at some point, somebody pulling upset and things like that. And obviously they played a close game against Centerburg. So, but you look at this week against Loudonville, and they're coming in, and it's going to be an interesting night. Ed's on a different sideline for the first time in his life than Danville, but it's a special place in Danville to play football. I've been over there, albeit probably 20 minutes late, but, I've been over there. It's a great place to play football. How important is it just getting back home now to be able to play in Danville, to get back on the right track and get to 4-2 of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously love playing at home. We have a great home crowd that comes out and supports our boys every week. I think our kids feed off the energy that our home crowd provides, and currently we're undefeated at home, so hopefully we can keep that streak up. And it's a tough place to play, I think. So obviously we always look forward to doing that. And this week's homecoming, so I think a lot of people like that as an added bonus on. Hopefully get some more people there. So take it one day at a time and get ready for Friday night.
Yeah, Jason told me that this morning, but I forgot that it was homecoming. You like homecoming?
Do you want my honest opinion?
Yeah, I do. Brian Gaston told me about homecoming as a coach.
Yeah, it's I think our kids do a good job focusing on what's important, but it's definitely more distractions. I mean, you got a pep rally on the day of, and then you got you got to adjust your pregame warm up. But it is what it is. It's adversity. We'll get through it.
You guys focus on the game and the dance on Saturday. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm not one to give advice very often, but I'm 33 now, and I'm going to give advice to these young kids.
There you go.
Guys, as you look about getting back home and just the atmosphere at home, Landon, how awesome is it to play? It's still Tough Street, right?
Yeah.
What's the atmosphere like, and how awesome is it to play in front of those fans in Danville?
It's just unreal. It means something to all of us because everyone here, like most of the kids on our team, especially the seniors, all grew up in Danville, had family members like us, our parents and grandparents all play there. Just makes it extra special playing there. It really does.
Yeah, I probably was broadcasting Lions family members when you probably weren't even born yet. It's been that long ago that I've been doing this thing. So, Blake, getting back to Danville, how awesome is it to play in front of that home crowd?
It's definitely different. I think we come out with more energy when we play at home than we do on the road, just because of our crowd.
Yeah.
I think we start off way faster. And if you look at our two games at home, I think, well, not Mount Gilead, but Warrington Christian, we start off fast. And I think with homecoming, there's going to be a lot of fans there, so I think we'll start off fast. I think it's going to be a good game.
Landon, how important is it to have those fast starts and to have that where you guys get out, you get a quick lead? You know, obviously a couple of weeks ago against Mount Gilead, you fall behind 8-0, you come out, you win the ball game 20-8. But how important is that fast start, and how much has Matt maybe preached that to you in getting those fast starts?
Oh, yeah, we get preached on a lot the last few years. It can really make the difference between a win and a lose. It really can. It can make a big difference on the outcome of the game. It really does. Yeah. We got to start fast. We're doing a better job of it recently, but it can make a really big difference.
And you know, Blake, if you guys start fast, you have a lead. The halftime's a lot more pleasant, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you do something like that, Coach, we mentioned these two guys and their importance to this team. How important are Landon and Blake to the team at Danville and the future for Danville, even though they'll be done, but, you know, the future for Danville?
Yeah, I mean, these guys mean a lot to me. I've coached them since their freshman year. Just really fortunate to be able to see them all the way up through. You know, both of these guys had to play really young in their careers for me. I mean, Blake's played a lot as a freshman for me, probably $160 then, and just doing whatever I told him to do. And I know Landon, he had to fill in a lot his sophomore year, and him getting to be able to play with his brother, I think that was a really cool experience. So I couldn't ask for better kids. And it's not just these two, it's the senior class and all the other kids I get to have. So, you know, those are the reasons why you coach. At the end of the day, it's not about wins and losses. It's about the relationships you build, and fortunate enough to have great kids to be able to do that with.
Yeah, it seems like you got a couple here tonight, and we appreciate Landon and Blake joining us, and Coach Bloom joining us as well. He's going to stay up here. We're going to bring that up to finish up the show here as well. But appreciate you gentlemen joining us. Best of luck. Take on the Loudonville Redbirds in front of that Danville crowd on Friday night, all right? And I would come over and watch you, but I would end up in Danville, Kentucky. So I will not be there. Plus, I have a show to do anyway. But we appreciate you guys joining us. Take this break. Come back. Talk with Ed and Matt next here on WMVO.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community, offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products is how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 or visit us at 10 East Vine Street.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
All right, we are back here at Pizza Cottage, South Main Street in Mount Vernon. Curtis just took a picture of you two. I think his phone broke. So that's because of you, Ed.
All right. Tough crowd.
Yeah, tease you guys a little bit. Appreciate these guys joining us.
10,000 comedians out of work.
Hey,
Tyler's trying to be one.
Yeah, you know what? My wife tells me the same thing. So says, you're not funny. Okay, thank you. I love you too. But appreciate you guys joining us here. Danville and Loudonville facing off at Danville this weekend. I wanted to bring these two up just because, obviously Matt being at Danville and they are taking on Loudonville. Of course, Ed spent years at Danville as well, and appreciate them joining us. Matt, you look at where you guys are now, and it's going to be a fun game this upcoming Friday night. What are the keys for Danville to beat this Loudonville team and send this guy packing on Friday night here?
I think we got to get off to a fast start. Yeah. I think that's something we struggled with in the last 4 games. So getting our offense going early and, defensively.
Isn't this your favorite song?
How'd you know?
Miley Cyrus right here.
Can somebody turn that up? And then defensively just getting lined up and playing with great effort. So definitely those things.
Ed, what do you got to do on Friday night? Same thing we talked about.
Hey, ditto to what he said. Get off to a fast start.
Yeah.
I think both teams want to get off to a fast start. You want to eliminate mistakes and try to get things rolling positive for your team.
Yeah. Coach, I'm gonna ask you, and then I'll ask Ed as well. But we've talked so much tonight about setting a foundation in the future ahead. The foundation that Ed set for Danville, kind of where you guys are now, and where do you want to go in the future as well? How important has it been, that foundation that kind of he set, and then you were able to just continue the tradition there at Danville?
Yeah, I think our program is in the place it is today because of him and all of his hard work that he did. For our community and our program. So there's a reason why his name's on the field house. He obviously spent a lot of time here and did a lot of positive things. So, he is kind of the reason. Oh, thanks. I am a teacher, so I will take that.
There's a 20 in there.
Yeah, I know. But,
he hides those 20s within the $1 bill.
Hey,
there's 100 in between there.
Hey, I would take it. That's for sure.
And, you look at what Matt's doing there at Danville, and I know you have a lot of love for Danville. And despite the fact that you're at Loudonville now, you have a lot of love for Danville, and you had a lot of successful years there. Got to be awesome to see just what they're doing there, the success they had last year, and the foundation that Matt is continuing from what you did, and obviously putting his own stamp on it too.
Yeah,
but it's got to be awesome to see from
he's doing a great job.
Yeah,
keeping things rolling. Couldn't ask for being better hands.
Yeah, and there are expectations.
If I had money, I'd give you some money.
Yeah.
I'll just take that money back. How's that?
Yeah, you should take the money back. But the expectations are obviously, how big they are at Danville, and it's going to be a fun game Friday night. What do you got to do to knock these guys off Friday night, Coach?
Like I said, got to score one more point than they do.
Yeah, jeez, it's as simple as it comes.
It's as simple as it comes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
By hook or by crook.
Matt, what do you guys got to do? What do you got to do on Friday night?
Score points.
Score points. Light up the scoreboard.
We'll start there.
Light up the scoreboard Friday night. Hopefully it gets some good weather. It's going to be a beautiful night. These two guys are great. We've been doing this show for a long time, and we appreciate everybody that's part of this, but we love having these guys on here, and certainly appreciate their time here. And, Ed told me that if I want to ever drive to Danville, that he will give me a ride there anytime.
That's right.
Anytime I need a ride over to Danville.
My middle name's Uber.
I think Brant Bozart said he would as well.
Brandon already knows. There's actually a room set up in his basement that I can stay at anytime I come to Danville. He knows it.
I think there's a place right in the middle of that maze. Shameless plug.
There we go. We're go ahead and tell the maze. What do you got? Yeah, I see it on your shirt, but Country Acres. There you go. Free plug. Appreciate you guys joining us here. And, oh, boy, I have probably a better chance finding my way out of the maze there at Country Acres than I do finding my way out of Danville. So I'll just tell you
I'd like to see that, though.
Yeah.
I would like to see that.
You want to try that?
Yeah. Should we make the next show there?
I'm calling Cap.
Should be a fun time. Maybe, hey, you know what? You guys set it up. I'll be there.
All right.
Somebody's got to drive me over there. Appreciate you guys joining us here, and want to thank Pizza Cottage once again for their hospitality here, and all of our great sponsors, including our title sponsor, Griffin Insurance. Thanks to Gary with 2 R's, Curtis with the C, for joining us behind the camera, and their work behind the camera is always great. We're back at it next week, 7 o'clock. Join us for the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Pizza.
Are we coming back next week?
Yeah, hey, I'll get you back in here sometime.
All right.
Are we doing the whole thing or what?
That'd be awesome.